Today, we're diving deep into what could be one of the most exciting desktop releases of 2025, Apple's next-generation compact powerhouse, the M5 Mac Mini. While Apple hasn't made an official announcement yet, leaks, industry patterns, and chip development trends are painting a very compelling picture. And from what we're seeing, this isn't just an update, it could redefine the compact computing space. So, let's unravel everything we know and expect, from performance specs and design tweaks to storage enhancements, software evolution, and what it all means for you. The Mac Mini has always been something of a wildcard in Apple's desktop lineup. Originally introduced as an entry-level gateway into the macOS ecosystem, it quickly found a niche among developers, creative professionals, and tech enthusiasts who valued performance in a minimal form factor. Over the years, Apple transformed the Mac Mini from a casual use machine into a serious workstation. Especially after the transition to Apple Silicon with the M1 and later M2 chips, the game changed. But it was in late 2024, with the release of the M4 Mac Mini, that Apple firmly planted its flag in the professional compact desktop arena. That version introduced a newly refined aluminum chassis, sleek, durable, and reminiscent of the Mac Studio's premium build. Enhanced thermals and superior airflow allowed the hardware to stretch its legs, and the internal upgrades were nothing short of impressive. With a 10-core CPU, 16 GB of unified memory, and 256 GB of SSD storage priced around $599, it offered phenomenal value. But for power users, Apple offered the Mac Mini M4 Pro, which started at $1,399 and delivered 24 GB RAM with half a terabyte of storage. This configuration brought the Mac Mini within reach of high-performance tasks once reserved for the iMac Pro or Mac Studio. Now, as we look ahead to the M5 Mac Mini, the anticipation is reaching a fever pitch. If early information is accurate, this next iteration is going to be revolutionary, not just evolutionary. The standard M5 model is expected to retain a 10-core CPU, but this time built on a new, cutting-edge chip architecture. Apple is heavily emphasizing energy efficiency, low-latency processing, and deeper neural engine integration. What that means in real-world use is shorter load times, smoother app performance, and more intelligent resource allocation thanks to built-in AI optimization. The graphics engine is also receiving a notable boost. The base model may jump from a 10-core GPU to a 12-core configuration, offering a substantial performance leap in video editing, 3D modeling, AR/VR workflows, and high-resolution gaming. This level of GPU power makes the M5 Mac Mini not just compact, but formidably capable for content creators and designers alike. Now here's where it gets even more exciting. According to industry sources, the M5 Mac Mini Pro could introduce a 12-core CPU with a refined blend of high-performance and high-efficiency cores. This big little architecture ensures that when you need power, you get it, but when you don't, background processes remain incredibly efficient and quiet. The GPU in the Pro model might climb all the way to 18 or even 20 cores, putting it in the same performance bracket as the base Mac Studio M2 Max. If true, this desktop could effortlessly handle 8K video rendering, real-time music production, and multi-layer compositing in apps like Final Cut Pro and Logic X. This isn't just about raw power. Apple's unified memory architecture will continue to be a game-changer. With faster access to memory shared across CPU, GPU, and neural engine, workflows become not just faster, but smoother. Expect memory configurations to start at 24 GB for the Pro variant, with options scaling up to 64 GB. That's workstation-grade memory in a device small enough to fit on a bookshelf. Major storage and connectivity upgrades. One of the most consistent criticisms of past models was the base storage. Apple often stuck to 256 GB, which felt limited in an era of massive creative projects and software packages. The M5 Mac Mini is expected to launch with 512 GB of SSD storage as the new base option. The Pro version may start at 1 TB and offer configurations up to a massive 4 TB. For creative professionals, developers, and anyone dealing with massive files or video assets, this change alone is a huge quality-of-life improvement. In terms of connectivity, the M5 Mac Mini is expected to continue supporting Ethernet, HDMI, and Thunderbolt 4 across all models. But here's the kicker, the Pro variant could be among the first Apple desktops to introduce Thunderbolt 5. This would bring faster external storage access, support for multiple high refresh rate displays, reduced latency for audio and video interfaces, expanded bandwidth for professional workflows. Additionally, front-facing USB-C ports, a small but incredibly useful feature, are reportedly staying, ensuring easy access without reaching behind your desk. As for design, don't expect Apple to reinvent the wheel here. The 2024 redesign was widely praised for its minimalist aesthetic and refined cooling solution. Apple typically iterates subtly when a design works well, and the Mac Mini's current unibody construction is a winner. However, some minor tweaks are rumored: improved ventilation, potentially quieter fans, and optimized internal layout to manage the increased thermal load from the upgraded components. The power button, however, may remain in its current rear bottom location, a choice some users find frustrating. If that doesn't change, expect third-party docks and stands to fill that ergonomic gap, just like we've seen with previous models. macOS integration and the future of AI-powered computing beyond hardware. The M5 Mac Mini will be a software-first machine at its core. Whether it ships with macOS 15 or the upcoming macOS 16, expect a significant focus on AI and automation. For developers, tools like Xcode will continue to improve, thanks to increased neural engine integration. Faster compilation, more responsive previews, and seamless device simulation will make this machine a developer's dream. For designers and creators, enhanced display management means better support for dual 4K monitors, ultra-wide screens, and color-accurate editing setups. All of this will be powered by Apple's ever-evolving machine learning frameworks, offering a personalized, fluid experience that learns your habits and adapts over time. We delve into everything from futuristic hardware to everyday tech solutions. The Apple M5 Mac Mini represents more than just a refresh. It symbolizes Apple's ongoing commitment to bringing serious computing power into small, efficient, and versatile packages for students, content creators, developers, and remote professionals. This could be the best time to consider switching or upgrading to a Mac Mini. Should you wait or buy now? Let's be honest, the M4 Mac Mini is still an excellent device. But if you're eyeing long-term performance, AI capability, better GPU rendering, and enhanced multitasking, it might be worth holding out just a little longer for the M5 version. Apple is expected to announce the M5 Mac Mini by late Q3 or early Q4 2025.